Happy Friday, everybody. We are at Bug Express today, and I'm sure you've seen these yellow cars zooming all over the place, making sure our homes are safe. So we're with Bridget, she's the district manager, and Greg, the operations manager of Bug Express. So Bug Express, you're wondering, oh my gosh, what does this have to do with anything Cool Friday Finds? It is fascinating to me. Bugs that you can find in homes that you don't necessarily know could really damage your home and threaten your property. So tell us about how did you get into the bug business?
I think there's a saying in the pest control industry that nobody actually wanted to be in the pest control industry, but then once you're in it, you love it, because at the end of the day, you are protectors of home and health.
So
we protect our community from those pests that spread diseases and things like that. So it's really a very rewarding arena to be in. But I got in it because of my mom and her business partner, Patsy, who is my former business partner, and I just was around it all my life. And Mom and Patsy both started in it and just said, oh, I'm just going to do this short term just to make ends meet. And then they were both in it for 30 plus years. So.
And now, Greg, you're the operations manager. And so you kind of, if you're not familiar with a pest inspection, what happens is they go out and check for termites, right? When
Yes.
destroying insects,
Yes,
stuff
that is
that could
correct.
just eat up your whole house.
Right.
If I were a homeowner, how common is it to have termites in my home here in Texas?
Well, in this field and everything, we always say there's two kinds of houses. There's those that are going to have termites and those that are eventually going to get termites.
Ah.
Because the thing with the termites that we have around this area are subterranean termites. So they live in the ground, so you never know they're there until you go and lean on a wall, or you go open up a wall doing remodel or something like that, and you actually find them. So it's very important to get somebody like Bug Express to come in and do an inspection for you, because we know what to look for.
And sometimes just because you don't actually find evidence or feel of evidence, we like our homes to be beautiful. We like for flower beds to be up against the home and things like that, but that is also provides a conducive condition for that home, any type of moisture source. So it's also our job to educate you on the things that you can do to help prevent termites from possibly getting into the home.
Exactly.
And I think the biggest thing that we see is treat it with a reputable chemical and a reputable company. Because there are companies out there that, they may not know the difference between a subterranean termite, which are the ones that are damaging, or an agriculture termite, which don't do damage, and they may just take your money. Or B, they're using a very cheap knockoff chemical that's not gonna last. So again, protect your investment. Your home is your largest investment. Protect it with a reputable company and a reputable chemical.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, you don't just do termites. They say things are bigger in Texas. I feel like the mosquitoes are.
Oh, yeah.
You guys do mosquito spraying too, right? So
Yes.
when summer's coming up, when should you spray?
Well, the one thing that people need to understand a lot of times is with mosquitoes and stuff, if you've already got mosquitoes, it's going to be harder for us to get rid of your mosquitoes because we're fighting something that's already there. You always want to start sooner with it. Around here and stuff in Texas, it just depends on the weather and stuff. But once we get that last freeze, you want to start concentrating on the next bug that's going to come out. And mosquitoes is probably the next thing, and fleas also.
Oh.
And that's when you want to start concentrating on that. You don't want to wait until mid-July and start trying to treat mosquitoes. You want to start early spring to start getting a preventative measure out there before the mosquitoes get out of control on you.
Yeah.
And that brings up a good point too, Mimi. What we provide is maintenance programs, and
Right.
what Greg's talking about for all pests. So I think, some people they wait till they see something or the problem's really bad. They want you to come out there, fix it one time and be done. I mean, we can do that and give you a pretty good knockdown, but in order for you to stay pest free in your home, a quarterly maintenance program, and some people, depending on where they live, go every other month, and I personally go monthly because I live out in the country and I have a problem with black widows. If you're not seeing things, there's a reason you're not seeing things, because we're doing our job.
Now, you guys are, I feel like, are one of the most charitable, and you guys just participate in tons of events. You're very philanthropic. So what kind of spurs that in your company?
So I'm going to be really honest, that all was driven from my mom. When her and Patsy decided to come back to San Angelo to open up Bug Express, what they wanted to do was to be able to give back to the community that had provided them so much for so long with the other companies. And for me, I want to get out there and I want to provide, I want to help people stay, pest free in their home, protect them from termites, bed bugs, things that they may be having problems with. And not only that, but just to be active in the community and to give back. This community gives so much to everybody. I just think it's important that we give back.
Now, if I wanted to schedule a treatment, or if I wanted to know, like, oh, what are these weird bugs coming in my house? Like, what's the best way to get a hold of someone?
Well, obviously, a phone call is the best. We have the most amazing office staff in town. 653-0069 is our phone number. You can stop by our offices, schedule in person. We do have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the social media platforms. We will answer you that way as well. We have email, so we try to make it easy for anybody and their liking.
Yeah.
But we love people to come by and see us.
Well, thank you. Make sure you guys call them and get your house checked.